Batman and Robin, a notorious video game adaptation? Warner Brothers' cinematic creation, Batman and Robin, holds a special place in comic book movie history, according to Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige. He considers it significant, although perhaps not for reasons one might expect. The film, released as the fourth installment in the Batman series that started in 1989 with Tim Burton's iconic Batman, soon became infamous. After a darker sequel, Batman Returns in 1992 frightened children and upset corporate partners like McDonald's. Burton stepped down. Joel Schumacher took over the directorial role and received mixed reactions for his contributions, namely the 1995's Batman Forever, which has its share of admirers, and even more so for 1997's Batman and Robin. This latter film became notorious, and even George Clooney, who played Batman, distanced himself from it. The film's commercialized approach and campy style alienated fans and critics alike, casting a shadow over the Batman franchise and the genre of comic book films. Despite its critical panning, Batman and Robin did present a unique and elaborate vision of Gotham City. Schumacher's version of Gotham, while divisive, was a notable effort, particularly praised for its expansive and detailed design. Yet, for every compliment, there was a counterpoint, like the video game adaptation that arguably fared even worse. The Batman and Robin video game debacle. 1 year after the film's release, the Batman and Robin video game launched for the PlayStation, and it was met with similar disappointment. Developed by Probe Entertainment and released by Acclaim, delays pushed its release to August 1998. Even with extra development time, the game suffered from numerous bugs and design flaws. Players could choose to play as Batman, Robin, or Batgirl, but the game's mechanics baffled many. Choosing Batgirl could make navigating certain obstacles inexplicably harder, revealing inconsistencies in gameplay. On a positive note, the game featured an open-world design, allowing players to explore Gotham City by Batmobile or on foot. But the experience was marred by a rigid, inflexible camera view that often obscured important gameplay elements. The game's narrative also posed challenges. Players had to collect clues to hunt down Mr. Freeze, yet these clues were notoriously difficult to find and often unhelpful. Some were hidden in nearly inaccessible places and disappeared once players left the area. The game also required players to switch between different control systems abruptly, adding to the frustration. Critics weren't kind to the Batman and Robin video game. Although Arnold Schwarzenegger, who played Mr. Freeze, has no regrets about the movie, the game's developers likely do. The video game received a 47.37% score on Game Rankings, a figure arguably generous given the critical feedback. IGN referred to it as a mix of amazingly refined details and awkward execution, while others, like Game Informer, outright deemed it bad. Prior to the Arkham series, Batman video games struggled to find success. One notable flop was a planned game based on The Dark Knight, which incurred multi-million-dollar losses due to its cancellation. Yet even that setback pales in comparison to the mess that was the Batman and Robin video game, an experience as panned as the movie it was based upon. In reflecting on this chapter of Batman's adaptation history, one can't help but acknowledge the lessons learned on what not to do in bringing superheroes to the screen, both big and small. The legacy of Batman and Robin, both film and game, serves as a reminder of the critical balance needed in adaptations.